Hello everyone. In today's episode, we will learn how to make organic compost and fertilizers at home. Wondering how to kick off your own composting project right at home? Here are the answers. This week, one of our most important viewers wanted to know how to make organic compost and fertilizers at home to keep their home kitchen gardening healthy and happy. So, in terms of composting at home, first you choose a bin, anything from an unused plastic container to a cardboard works. If you are using a paper based container like cardboard, line it with newspaper to absorb the moisture from the peels. If it is a plastic container, make sure you make small holes around the container for aeration. And the second step is add materials. Not everything can go into the compost bin. Say yes to vegetables, scraps, eggshells, yard waste, lawn clippings, leaves, dry leaves you can add, newspaper, manure, coffee grounds, and filters. While items like meat or animal products, bones, fish, eggs, butter, yogurt, etc. Coal ash, weeds or weed seeds and pet droppings are a big no states ready. Then it will be started a layering process. First layer 1/4 of the container with dry leaves, newspaper, clippings and twigs brown waste. This will absorb the moisture from the kitchen waste. Then layer your vegetable peels, coffee grounds, green waste on top of the dry leaves. Cover the kitchen waste with brown waste again until the container is full. Add sour buttermilk or curd, not too much, as they are chock full of microbes that will kickstart the process of breakdown. Leave the container aside for 4 to 5 weeks and the compost will be ready after 4 to 5 weeks. Guys, do you know making your compost and fertilizers at home is simple and effective? And what better time to do it than during the quarantine? And in Delhi, this is a lockdown time. In weekend, we have a lockdown on Saturdays and Sundays. So, this is the best time to do it. Create a larger pile of compost. Heat is a factor that drives the turning of organic waste into nutrient rich fertilizer for plants. This can be achieved by making your compost pile large enough. This significantly means the larger the pile, the faster it will heat up due to the larger area. Apart from that, a larger pile of compost has the ability to retain moisture better. To create a larger pile of compost, you can start with a square meter. Make a proper ratio of brown materials to green materials. To speed up composting process, there is the need for a high brown carbon material to green nitrogen material ratio. Once that is done, watch your compost closely. If after having your brown carbon material and green nitrogen material the compost isn't still decomposing as quickly as it should, add in more brown materials such as shredded brown cardboard. And third, how to speed up your composting fast. Shred your materials. For a faster composting process, shred your brown carbon materials in your compost. This is because smaller materials are sure to break down more quickly than larger materials. Apart from this advantage, your shredded materials tend to create pockets of air within your compost pile, thus helping to create, aerate, and speeding up the composting process. And fourth step is pile turning and aeration. This is another great way to speed up your composting process by turning your heap constantly you are giving room for decomposition while also simultaneously aerating your compost. With fresh oxygen, there is an increase in the rate of composting. Not only that, but it also controls the temperature and produces aerobic microbes which help in speeding up the composting process. And the fifth one is add a layer of branches at the bottom. Speed up your composting process by adding a layer of twists or branches at the bottom of your compost pile. This will help in trapping the air inside the compost pile and enabling aerobic composting to occur. Aside from that, it helps to drain excess water. And the sixth one is add compost activators. There are certain compost activators that speed up the composting process. An example of this is chicken manure, nettles, as well as urine also work absolutely great. And guys, do you know the best way of speed up your composting is add worms. Add compost worms at an early stage to speed up the composting process. This compost worm, red regulars, also help in removing pathogens from compost. And the conclusion is all explained above help to speed up the composting process. Other ways by which you can speed up the composting process include, so guys, in this video we have learned how to make organic compost at home and how to speed up the composting by using some ideas. Above all, thank you friends.